Good afternoon, Mr. Beard here with your class recap on this Thursday, February 21st. Our bell ringer is on the screen. It is a 4-level analysis. You need to identify the parts of speech, the parts of sentence, any phrases, and then take a look at the sentence as a whole. How many clauses are there? What kind of sentence is it? Is it simple, compound, complex, compound, complex? And is it declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory? After completing the bell ringer, we began working on our poetry portfolios. Today we're looking at sound devices, and one sound device is onomatopoeia, which are sound words. They sound just like a noise. For example, buzz, kerplunk, beep, swish, splash, snap, clap, all of these noises that sound just like a noise that they make. If you think of a couple popular cereals that use these as in their name, Snap, Crackle, Pop are all onomatopoeias. Captain Crunch is an onomatopoeia. Then students needed, here's an example poem, but then students needed to write a poem that uses onomatopoeia, and it must be 4 lines, and it must have at least 4 examples of onomatopoeia in the poem itself. An example of that is right there on the screen for you. And then after that, we looked at similes, which are a figure of speech that compare two unlike things using like or as and occasionally than. For example, I slept like a log. A man sleeping is nothing like a log, except that they both lay there quietly. He ran as fast as the wind. A common pattern is that you say something is as an adjective as something. For example, his skin was as cold, adjective, as ice. I feel as light, adjective, as a feather. Something is like something else. My mind is like an open book. These cookies taste like garbage. Something does like something else. He eats like a pig. They fought like cats and dogs. And then we looked at metaphors, which are a figure of speech that states that one thing is something else. Does not use like or as. For example, her eyes were glistening jewels. To make this point that her eyes stood out, that her eyes were beautiful, that her eyes were unique, just like jewels that glisten. My sister is a bear in the morning, making the point that your sister in the morning is grumpy and hard to get along with. And then we looked at some practices. This is a simile metaphor, and you can go ahead and do these on your own. I'm going very fast on purpose. You can always pause this video to drill yourself. And then we looked at free verse for tomorrow, which is poetry with no specific rules. It has no specific rhyme scheme, no specific structure. And Robert Frost said it's like playing tennis without the net. Tomorrow, we'll take a look at a variety of different free verse poem examples, and you will write your own using similes and metaphors. Maybe even an onomatopoeia or two. Oh, snap. The last thing we did was review our vocabulary for our vocab quiz tomorrow. We reviewed them again. You made flashcards on Tuesday. We studied using those flashcards, and we studied as a class using the flashcards on the overhead. I'm going to go quickly through those if you're absent, just as a review. An analogy is comparison or likeness. Collaborative means you're working with other or you're working together. Delve means that you investigate, you dig into. Delve is what a detective does. Detectives delve into mysteries. Derive means you obtain, arrive at, by, we do have one clothing, to come from a source, originate. Diligent means you're hardworking, attentive, and careful. Immerse means you surround or absorb. Inquisitive means you are eager for knowledge or curious, like quizzing someone. Reflect means to think seriously about, to mirror, or to show as a result of what one does, to signal. For example, If you have a really bad basketball game, maybe that reflects on your poor practice habits. Reluctant means you're hesitant or unwilling. Resolve means you make up your mind, you decide, you solve a problem, you have determination, or you have a firm decision or plan. Think about New Year's resolutions. That's making up your mind to fix something, and you're determined to fix it, and usually you have a firm decision or plan. And that is it on the vocab for today. After that, we did the fly swatter game to review so that students can come in and dominate that vocab quiz tomorrow. So, thank you for listening today. If you ever have any questions, you can always email me, bbeard@brownsburg.k12.in.us. Thanks for listening. We'll see you later.